And I'm Sarah with DIY with Sarah, popping on the Essential Stencil page today to craft with you. So jump on, say hello, let us know where you're watching from. We are so happy that you're here. I'm going to use our adorable Scarecrow rub-on transfers today. This is such a cute transfer set. I have yet to open mine, and I think I found a great little thrifted surface to put it on today. We're going all primitive vibes today, so if that's your vibe, you are in luck. So you know that I'm always like, don't sleep on thrifted surfaces because they're amazing. I get some of my best surfaces for just $1 or $2 at Goodwill. In fact, I think a couple weeks ago, the big surface that we did with like the haunted vintage truck, that was a Goodwill surface. So here's the back of it. It was $1.99. I'm gonna just use my heat gun and take this all off and then just sand it back. It's in perfect condition, and it's a really adorable little sign that somebody bought and was just done with. I'm sure this cost a lot more than $1.99 when they bought it. We're using the Scarecrow transfer. I'm gonna pull this out and show it to you. It's just called Scarecrows. I did check, they are still in stock. Hopefully there's a lot of them still in stock. I know that as crafters and creators, especially if you're like a vendor, you're a seller, you're a maker, you are already moving on to Christmas because it's almost October, and that means that like Christmas shows and all of that are starting up in a couple of weeks, and you know, all the things. But if you're just somebody who is, maybe you're still doing fall craft shows, maybe you're just now decorating your home for fall because it's really just now fall, even though we've been falling since, you know, right after the 4th of July. This is such a great transfer. Go grab it. I think it might even be on sale, I'm not sure. But this is a great one. It's just called Scarecrows. Okay, let me pull out the 2 transfers that you get. And I like this one because you get like a Scarecrow guy and you get a little Scarecrow woman. If you've never used the rub-on stencils, they're amazing. I think they are exceptional quality. And let me tell you that I've been a crafter for a decade and I have used every rub-on stencil out there, or transfer, I guess I should call it. These are amazing. The color is amazing. And when you put them on your surface, they stay just as like bright and colorful and all the things. So here's one sheet. These are huge sheets. I think they're 12 by 16. And here's the second one. So here's our little Scarecrow woman. And I love this because this one has like the cornucopia, so this is a great piece for Thanksgiving. It's got all these little extra pieces you can put in the cornucopia. It's got that really big kind of just long corn stalk. And then this one has like some mini ones. We've got the hay bales. I feel like there's just so much you can do with this. They're so easy to use. Don't be intimidated by them because they're for like level 1 crafters, but like a level 10 crafter still loves them. So they're great. And we're gonna paint this frame. I'm gonna actually do the complete thing, including the frame. I'm gonna do it all in black and we're gonna see what we get. So I'm gonna go ahead and I've got some paper towel down. I'm using some black paint. Totally changing the look of it with just a little paint. Okay, I'm gonna give another coat to the inside of this frame. Now, because these transfers are like sticky and you apply them and pull them off, you want to make sure that your surface that you're putting it on, if you're painting it, is like 1000% dry, because you don't want it to just like pull up the paint. Okay, so let me show you. Make sure it's dry on the outside. So like this was kind of like the frame we started with all around. So now it's just, it almost kind of has that shadow box feel. I'm gonna use this little Scarecrow guy and gal up here at the top. Now this is really easy, don't overcomplicate it. It's just like paper, you're just gonna cut. And the backing is clear, so you don't have to like cut anything perfect. We're just gonna cut around what we want to use. And then when we scrape it off, it's gonna be clear and have a clear background, so it won't matter. Okay, I'm gonna cut around here because I think I am gonna use some of these cute little leaves. All right, I think these 2 little friends are gonna fit in here. Now, it's very careful when you're pulling these off, they peel off really easy. Don't put your finger on here because it will stick on your finger and it will stay for life. So just be careful. I always try to cut a little bit extra around the edge so I have a place to put my finger. All right, and I'm gonna put these, I don't even necessarily go at the very bottom. I just want them to be side by side. So now I'm just gonna lay it down and I'm gonna kind of just rub it in with my finger there. This reminds me of Raggedy Ann. Again, I was an 80s child, so I know who Raggedy Ann and Andy were. All right, I'm just gonna line, she thought it was gonna be a little shorter, I'm gonna line their feet up here. Okay, so here we are. this one overlaps this one a little bit, so I'm gonna take her off first. So again, I'm not doing anything excessive, I'm not sweating, I'm not, you know, I'm just kind of using this to rub the transfer in. Because what happens with the rub-on transfers, and a lot of people even use these on furniture and decor, it really rubs into the surface. It doesn't feel like a sticker, it doesn't look like a sticker, and it just doesn't have that feel. So if you've never used them before, and that's kind of like, you're like, oh, I don't really want to put a sticker, it's not a sticker. Okay, so I'm gonna go really slow. Whatever you do, don't rub it and then just rip it off like a Band-Aid. We don't want to do that. We want to go slow because sometimes you get one that really just peels off very simple, and then sometimes you get one where it gives you little problem areas and you gotta just go slow. Okay, there we go. All right, so let me show you the side by side. Here she is, she's on here again, huge pop of color. This is what they look like when you apply them over here, and then this is what they look like when they come off. And they're not raised or anything like that, and if you touched the surface, you wouldn't feel like there was something there. I also use this, and I use the angle to kind of pull up. You want to get a good side of the transfer here, so you can use that side to kind of work and pull. All right, now with smaller ones, these ones are coming up really easy. With smaller areas, you want to go really slow, because you don't want it to pull up any of that detail. Fingers or feet or... Lots of color. The color does not diminish when you rub them into a surface, and I love that. Okay, now let's take, and this is what I mean, like all these little leaves and stuff that are around. We're gonna add these above them. Now for these, again, they're so small, I don't think I need to use the tool. I think I can just use my finger, yep, and these are just really easy to work with. Okay, loving all these little fall leaves. So colorful, put them down here. Again, just using my finger for this part. Got our little maple leaf. This is a lot of little ridges, so it's really very simple, very simple. All right, I'm gonna put this little hay bale. I'll see, I already set it down, so now it's gonna sit there. So you have that little leaf, so I can put something over that leaf. The nice thing is you can stack these if you need to. So I replaced, there was like that little flower, that little leaf was there, and I had to like change it up. So it's nice because you can kind of stack these. Now I would even take and cut the hay bale in half and put hay bales on the side of them. I don't know, I think it kind of looks pretty great. This is the transfer called Scarecrow. I feel like it's on sale. If anything, get it for the second transfer that comes in the set because it's got this awesome cornucopia, all the little parts to put in. It's got our little Scarecrow girl, she's huge on this one. Here's the larger Scarecrow boy. So if you find a bigger surface at a thrift store, if you have a bigger surface, you can do the larger ones. Go follow me over at DIY with Sarah. You'll know it's me. My face is in the profile picture. And don't forget to be following this page if you're new for all kinds of inspiration